Okay. Hey guys, we're the White family. This is Taylor and
Amelia, Genevieve, Wilder.
Wilder White, that's right. So one funny thing that we do with our name is when we're out in public, we actually don't call ourselves the Whites, we call ourselves the
Whitès.
Yeah, we're the Whitès. It's white but fancy, you know. So whenever we go to a restaurant or somebody, they ask, what's your name? We'll say Whitè, and we spell it for them, and they kind of look at us, you mean white? And say, no, that's white but fancy. Anyways, one thing we want to talk about as a family about what we do as some financial things and things that we like to teach our kids about how to handle money. Probably different than what you do in your family. Some of you guys probably do a great job of teaching your kids about finances. And I know that whenever I grew up, I really didn't learn about finances. I didn't know what a checkbook was. I didn't know anything about money or how to manage it. I know that I just like to spend it. And that's really what I understood about money. So you guys like to spend money too, don't you?
Yeah, we do. I appreciate it, but when I'm spending money, I just like to, like when you have money and you don't really get money and your parents just have the money and you get to say, I want this, I want that. But when you actually have the money in your hands, you can say, is this really worth this money?
Right. So,
yeah, and it gives you a lot more responsibility.
It does give you some responsibility, that's right.
And it makes you like feel like a big...
So, just as a teaser, in a couple of more videos we'll post in the future, we'll post some things about how we have our financial discussion weekly and how we handle allowance and what does that mean and how do we handle giving in our family, tithing and saving, and how do we do all that every week, and what do our kids know already at the ages of 5, 7, and 9, which I would say they probably know more than most teenagers and most adults at this point, and he's very bored with this, obviously. Well, are you bored already? I know. 5-year-old attention span doesn't last long. So here's what I want to talk about. We just got back from a great vacation / financial conference that I went to on Amelia Island, Florida, and we brought our family along. This is the first time they've got to go to one of these financial conferences with us. So there was a little bit of downtime where we played, and my wife and I, before we went, we said, you know what, the kids normally always ask us, Daddy, Mommy, would you buy this for us? Would you buy this, this, this? And we give them allowance, and they have their own savings money, but we also know that we as parents like to treat our kids and buy them extra stuff on vacation. So what we did is we gave our kids a budget before we went on vacation. We told each kid, I think we were going to be there for 8 or 9 days, and we said, listen, the whole time we're going to be there, we're going to give each of you $40. And that's going to be your extra spending money. Mom and Daddy...
I didn't say exactly that, though.
Well, not exactly, but kind of the same idea. What's that?
Yeah.
So we said, we're going to buy you all the food, all the basic things you need. Not that we won't buy you any treats, but all the extra stuff that you want to buy, you're going to have to use your own money. And then once you use it, it's gone. And it was a really great experience for our family, especially my wife and I, because we didn't have any of those, Mommy, Daddy, will you buy me this? Will you buy me this? There was a lot of speculation from themselves of saying, I've got $40. Do I want to spend this all or not? Amelia went as deep as to divide it out by the days and know that she had a certain amount per day to spend, and then if she spent it all, then all that money was gone. Yes, sir.
So if you didn't give them if you didn't give your kids money to spend, and if you didn't give your kids money to spend, if they saw something they wanted and y'all wouldn't buy it for them, well, that would kind of be some trouble because they would probably cry.
Yeah, they probably would. Did you guys cry at all this trip?
No.
No, you didn't, because you made the decision yourself with what money you went. So
yeah, maybe.
We gave them each $40, and what we did is I just took I didn't actually hand them the money. Sometimes we will hand them cash. In this moment, we didn't hand them the cash. I just kept a tablet on my phone and basically accounted for how much they bought, how much they spent, and what they spent it on, so we could go back and evaluate after the week what they spent their money on and how they felt about that. So kids, each of you take a little bit of time and tell me a couple of things that you bought out of your $40. Genevieve, where
I bought 2 stuffed animal dogs and 2 bags of jelly beans.
2 bags of jelly beans and 2 stuffed animals. She loves stuffed animals, and this girl loves jelly beans, I'm telling you, okay? Wilder, what did you spend your money on?
I spent my money on a coin holder, a car with a little stop sign, and a few chocolate coins.
Yeah, a few chocolate pirate coins. And Amelia, what are a couple things that you bought?
Well, I got a peanut butter cookie, and on Harry Potter they have these things called
Birdie Bott's every flavored bean, so I got a package of those.
Okay.
And I got a fuzzball, like a little round fuzzball. I have it right here. This is it.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, you've been wanting one of those.
Yes.
So you got a great deal on that.
Most
How
of
much did
them
that
are
end up costing you?
$5.
And what do you normally see them sell for?
100.
Normally $30, $40, $50, and you found one for $5, so it was a really good deal.
It's on sale.
So Wilder, real quick, tell me what were a couple of things that you wanted to buy but you chose not to?
Well, one thing that there was this shark kite.
A shark kite?
Yeah. Also, there was this bow and arrow.
Uh-huh.
So, if I paid my money on it, I would either have a few more dollars or none more dollars.
Yeah, so you would have only let you with a little bit of money or none. But
Yeah.
one thing we told the kids was that if they didn't spend all the $40 budget that we gave them, when we got home, we would hand them the rest in cash, what they didn't spend. So, Genevieve, what were some things that you wanted to buy?
I did want to buy baseball cards and football cards.
Baseball cards and football cards because you wanted to give those out to your friends as presents.
No.
To keep them for yourself?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Okay, and
Now
so
that's kind
and-
of being greedy. Oh, it's not. I bought them with my money.
okay, Amelia, what were some things
That's
that
still
you
being
wanted, you
greedy.
thought about buying, but you decided not buying?
Well, I really like sweet treats, and so there were a couple of sweet treats that I thought about buying. And there was this one store we went to that had a lot of souvenir stores that were these magnet things that I chose not to buy.
Magnet things.
And then little shells with sand that had names on them. I also chose not to buy them because they didn't have my name on them.
So tell me, kids, what were some things that you learned on this trip about money and about spending?
Well, I did learn that you can, if you actually have the money, it actually gives you a lot more responsibility with the money.
Okay.
And you've actually you can think about it, and when you get older, if you have the money with you, you can say, do I want this? Because if you really want something, if you really want it, and you're willing to give up all that money for it, you can buy it.
That's right.
But you should think how much money you have left.
That's good. That's good.
I was thinking the same thing.
Same thing. Those are good thoughts.
That and most kids don't get an early education with money, but with our family we get an allowance, so that kind of lets us know, hey, do you really want this? Do you really need this? And things like that. So
Good.
that's one thing that we've learned on this trip and throughout our lives.
Good.
Oh, I have another thing.
Okay, what's the other thing?
I forgot it.
Oh, of course. All right, guys. So I'm going to hand out your cash now that you have. So we're going to start with the.
What can I say?
We're going to start with the middle girl first. She always says that she gets first or last because she's the middle and she never gets to go
I
first.
always get last.
So we're going to put you first this time since you're the middle. Okay. All right, Genevieve. You had $40 to spend. You spent $3.94 on chocolates and jelly beans, $6 on jelly beans, $2.50 on a stuffed dog, $8.63 on a stuffed dog. So that leaves you with $17.91. There you go, $17.91. And Amelia, you spent $3.28 on a peanut butter cookie, $2.25 on Harry Potter candy, and $4 on your fuzzball. So that leaves you $30.52.
She only gave her stuff 2 things to buy and give away.
Yeah.
By eating, and one thing she could keep.
One thing she could keep.
Now my turn.
Okay, all right. So you were very frugal, Wilder. What do you think frugal means?
I don't know.
Frugal means you don't. What?
It means you didn't spend a lot.
That's right. You didn't.
Careful of what you spend your
That's
money.
right.
Yeah,
That's
I was
right.
very careful. I was also very close.
Very close. Okay, so you spent $1.50 on chocolate coins. And were those yummy? Oh yeah. Tell me what happened with the chocolate coins.
They melted on the trolley.
They melted on the trolley.
At least I ate almost all of them on the trolley.
Yeah.
On the first trolley, that was very fast. The second
Okay.
trolley was like an hour.
So, and you spent $7.50 at the antique store on a toy car and a coin holder. So that leaves you with $31, and you asked to be paid in one, so it looks like you have more. So there's your $31.
Don't show them that.
Oh, don't show them that. Okay, it's only $1 here, folks. Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Thank
So
you. How about the bags?
How about we'll do the bags next time. As a matter of fact, you'll see what does he mean by the bags and how we handle allowance and giving. I know what you're talking about. We're going to show them next time in our next video.
Then what am I talking about?
We'll talk about it in a second. So follow us in the next video, and we'll show you how do we handle the allowance and showing the kids month to month, week to week, how to handle a budget and savings and spending and understand how to give money away and what are the important things to understand about money. Follow us next time. We are the Whitè family.
No. Also known as the Whites.
Also known as the Whites.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.